All right, welcome to the third video. In Chapter 13, we're going to talk about the Electoral College. We already talked about the president and the vice president, their roles and duties. And so now let's figure out how they actually get elected. Um, so when you vote for president, you're actually not really voting for president. You're voting for electors. Electors are the people who actually pick the president, and they're supposed to pick based on the popular vote in their state. There are a total of 538 electoral votes for the entire country. So, a state determines how many electors they get by adding the number of representatives and the number of senators. And so, if you recall from last unit, on the legislative branch, the number of representatives is based on the state population, and the number of senators is always 2. So, let's figure out how many Illinois has. It has 18 representatives plus 2 senators, means we have 20 electoral votes. Here's a quick map showing the number of electoral votes per state and whether they've gained or lost as of, I believe this is 2000, or 2010, sorry. So now that you have electors, now you have to understand that we have like a winner-takes-all system. Whatever candidate gets the majority wins the whole state. And so, for instance, in the election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton won Illinois. That means now a bunch of people in Illinois voted for Trump, but since Hillary won the state, she gets all 20 electoral votes. All 20 electoral votes. Now, whoever has the majority of the electoral votes, it's a simple majority, just 51%. Whoever has the majority of electoral votes wins the presidency. So the magical number is 270 electoral votes. So the first person to get to 270 electoral votes becomes president of the United States. The electors from each state meet at a set time and place by the state's legislature. The official votes are then cast and sent to Washington, D.C. to be counted on January 6th. Now you find out who's going to be president way before that. You find it out in November. But the official vote, the official electoral vote, isn't until January. So, in the very rare case that there is a tie, then the decision ends up going to a majority vote in the House of Representatives. Now, are electors legally bound to vote the same way as the popular vote in their state? And the answer is no. So we've had several presidents over the years win the electoral vote, but not win the popular vote. So the first one would be John Quincy Adams. He won the electoral vote, but he lost the popular vote to Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson went on to become president later on. A few years later, actually. Rutherford B. Hayes lost the popular vote. Grover Cleveland. And George W. Bush. Now, what's not on here, just because I don't have the most up-to-date graph, is in 2016, Donald Trump actually lost the popular vote, and he won the electoral vote. So Donald Trump belongs on the list as well. This is just a map of kind of how elections and influence works, and this is just kind of for a visual representation of how government interacts with special interest groups and the media and who influences who on public opinion and how public opinion affects the election of candidates. This is just kind of like the way I like to think about it. It's up to you whether you take the time to really look at this and study it. If you want, I can come down, just call me over and I'll be happy to sit with you and kind of explain some thoughts about how mass media and special interest groups and unions influence public opinion and political elections. So that's it for chapter 13. So